All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's team training. Super excited to be here with all of you and kick this off. Tonight, Miss Samantha Rose, one of our team champs, is going to be doing an awesome Facebook training. And Samantha is definitely a Facebook master. And when it comes to teaching, she literally started us all off on TikTok. She showed us the ropes. And so she always has a lot of value to give. If you don't know Samantha, she's been a prover now for probably like 5 years? Yeah, just right behind me, like 5 years. She's led an incredible team over the years, very super detail oriented and organized and intricate and like really good note taker. So every time she does a training, I'm always excited because it's just full of gold nuggets. So I would definitely grab a pen and paper. This is recorded, so you will be able to go back and re-listen to different parts of it. But good things to note are go back and listen at 8 minutes. Go back and listen at 24 minutes, right? Because that can be a part that you want to go back and listen to and take really detailed notes. So you can jot things like that down on your notes. And I'm super excited. Without further ado, I am going to kick it on over to her if she's ready. I was like, be ready. I'm opening it up and throwing it to you fast. So Samantha, I did it. It's all yours.
Hi, I am ready. Yes. If you can, Cameron, will you message Marsha? She's having trouble getting on. Thanks. Okay. So hi, everybody. Hello. I'm Samantha Rose, for those of you who I haven't met yet. Nice to meet you. Oh my God. Hi, Kara. I just saw you there. Hello. Oh my gosh. I love your shirt. Okay. So I'm really excited to do this because for me, it helps me keep my brain organized, but it really also help you guys, because if I'm just doing it and doing all the things and finding success and I'm not sharing it with other people, then it's not really that cool to me at all, to be 100% honest. And I love helping other people. So I'm going to dive right into this. I do recommend taking notes. I do recommend, like Cameron mentioned, like drop like how like the time or something, or just notes on for you that you want to rewind and go back to and re-listen to. I'm going to kind of go fast just because I want to make sure you guys get all of this information in one. Like I thought about maybe breaking this up into 2 or 3, and I was like, no, rip and dip. Let's do this. Let's dive in. I have bullet points. I have lists, and I've literally taken everything that I've ever learned about Facebook, and I've put it all into one thing. And this right here is just, it's really going to help you build a foundation for your social media, but we're going to just focus on Facebook, and we're going to go over all the things: reels, groups, lives, hashtags, blah, blah, blahs, all the things. Okay. So the first and foremost, most important part of everything, if like you can take anything away from this, is consistency. Okay, so consistency and authenticity. So being consistent will attract like-minded individuals who can relate to being authentically you. So as long as you show up and you're you all the time, then you're going to attract people that are like you too. Okay, establish a clear perception of how you want people to perceive you. What do you want someone to see you as when they come across your page, right? Who are you and what you represent? That's going to be really important when a new person comes to your Facebook page. I want you to think of it as like your business card, your Facebook business card. I should open the chat up just in case, because I just realized it wasn't open. Okay. And I always cover my face. So there we go. Face covered. All right. So you want people to look at you and say, like, the first 7 to 10 posts is like your business card. You want people to know like your brand, who you are, what your niches might be, what you're, about ketones, about your online business, about the community that you're a part of, about the things that inspire you, all these different types of things. They want to know you. All right. So consistency, like, if you stay consistent with the strategies that I'm about to teach you, you will see the profitable results that you're looking for. Ultimately, we're all here to help a bunch of people and build a huge business along the way, because they're both in direct proportion to one another. The amount of money that we make is going to be in direct proportion to the amount of people that we help. One does not come without the other. And as long as we stay consistent across the board, then everything will grow. Okay. You will create a steady flow of new people that are interested in ketones and joining your team. Once you follow it, once you fall into your flow, then you're going to be in a focused flow state and everything is going to come to you smoothly, effortlessly, and on your terms. I promise you this. So authenticity is about being present. It's about living in the moment with conviction, and it's about confidence and staying true to yourself. All right. And through that, you're going to build relationships with people. This is a relationship business. Okay. If you think this is just about ketones, then you're missing one of the boats. And one of the boats is about building relationships. Okay. One outcome you should always have is creating relationships and conversations. Because as you're growing on Facebook, it's really important that you bring these people along the journey with you, but also be in communication with them as they're commenting, engaging, and you're going back and forth. And we're going to go through all these strategies, but just know that transactional business will only get you so far. Anybody can sell ketones. Anybody can sell ketones once. Anybody can do whatever, but this is deeper than that. Because what will build a solid long-term business with depth of leadership is depth of relationships. So how deep are your relationships right now with your customers and with the people on your Facebook and in the people that are in your stories? Do you pay attention to the people that are watching your stories regularly? Do you engage with the people that are watching your stories regularly? Right? Like this is the important relationship building stuff. So build trust with them, right? Build trust, create that relatability, connect with people who can relate to your story. And guess what? People can't relate to your story unless you share it. So creating a genuine connection through sharing your story is going to build trust. Okay. And if you build trust, if you can build that feeling for people, like I've been there too, or I'm there right now, or if they can do it, I can do it too. If you can build that trust, people will do business and buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. Okay. So if you inspire people along the way, this creates people's perception of you. The things that you share will create the perception. The things that you love will create perception. And it'll also create the perception of what type of difference you can make in the world through your inspiration, through your motivation, through your drive, through your ambition, through your excitement. Because enthusiasm is contagious always, and people can feel that. Okay. So the most successful people that will succeed in this, you guys want to know who the most successful people are? You guys want to know? The most successful people are the best storytellers. If you tell a story and use your voice, I don't mean like, it doesn't have to be like your entire life story. You could literally tell a story about like an experience that happened to you today, right? That could be a story that you're telling, but tell a story and use your voice. Experiences that you've learned from, experiences that you're inspired by, experiences that made you laugh, experiences that made you feel something. Maybe it was happy, maybe it was mad, maybe it was sad. Find a way to tell those quick stories through either an image and some writing or video. That's what this is for. That's what this social platform is for, right? We're not here to just be a billboard. We're not here to just talk about ketones. We're not here to just talk about keto food. We're not here to just talk about Prove It. We're here to talk about us as a whole. And if you're not talking about you as a whole, then people aren't going to be able to experience those happy, mad, sad emotions, right? You want to talk about the experience that have literally changed your life, because I promise you there's somebody out there that's going to read it and it's going to inspire them or help them or support them or build confidence in them or make them not feel alone or build that relationship and that relatability to make them want to connect with you and follow you. Okay, this is going to attract the people that are looking for you because they're going to relate to your stories. You don't have to overthink that. It's you. There's no right or wrong you. And as crazy as it sounds, because it sounded crazy to me, there's more people out there that are weird like you too, I promise. I'm super duper weird, okay? I'm like introverted, extrovert, definitely like, I don't know. Mike's like, yeah, she's really weird. Like seriously. And I never would have thought that I was going to meet this many people online or build a social media following. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this, pause for a moment. Okay. I literally, when I started on Facebook, had like 234 friends. I knew every single one because I was OCD and I went through that list just to make sure I knew who was watching me. Okay. And it was private. And I only posted my kids and my family and my friends, and I posted the most random updates that I see pop up on my memory sometimes. And I'm like, why did I write that on social media? Okay. That's about all my Facebook consisted of. When I joined Prove It, I didn't dive right into Facebook. Oh, no, sorry, Bob. I thought that the people that were helping me, right? The provers at this point, I just looked at, I was like, these provers are weird. They want me to share. They want me to go to events. They want me to be happy. Like I was the most closed-minded, uncoachable, stubborn individual. Okay. Back then I had no intention of building this at all. So I just want to lay that foundation for you guys. If you feel like I'm literally starting from scratch. You've never looked at your social media like a business. I've been there and I was there for majority. Like I built my business not on social media at first. Okay. It was a skill that I learned through this. So if I can do it, you can do it. I promise. Little by little, I started attending events and attending trainings and getting a little bit outside my comfort zone and stretching a little bit and learning a little bit about this and learning a little bit about that. And then it all just compiled. The longer I did it, I was like, oh, this works. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And all the little tactics just fell into this training. And here we are today, 5 years later, and I'm teaching you everything that I know. So back to what yes, love. Okay, sorry. I've got kids over and they were all asking me questions at once. All right. So anyways, back to what we were doing. So I said, this will attract the people that are looking for you. That was the last thing that I said. Okay. So people don't do what you tell them to do. People will do what you do. So look at this too, from a leadership standpoint, like that phrase right there. Anybody that you refer to this business, whether it's a customer or a promoter, they're going to do what you do. So if you post about ketones, they'll post about ketones. If you post about Freebie Friday, they'll post about Freebie Friday. If you post in your stories, they'll post in their stories. You could literally call up 10 people and be like, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I promise you, the only ones that are going to do it are the ones that are watching you do it too. Okay. So just always remember that and keep that in mind. I just put that as a bullet point to remind you guys, and I'll remind you of that throughout this. So I'm going to shift a little bit and I'm going to talk about some strategy. Okay. We're going to talk about some strategy. So the social media strategy that I like to follow on all of my platforms, to be honest, is 4-2-1. And I have a resource that I actually built that explains this. So you can get like a little image that I'll share with Cameron so she can blast it out. But 4-2-1, I'm going to dive in. This is how to use social media intentionally. We're here to build a business. We're here to build relationships. 4-2-1. So here's the concept. I want you to focus on attraction marketing. Okay. That's what this is. This is what I'm about to teach you guys. This is the foundation of attraction marketing. Okay. Whoops. Okay. That font was too small. I can't read. All right. So I want you to let your Facebook be your storefront, right? Not your billboard, but your storefront. Not a product billboard, right? Not a product storefront, like your storefront. Everything about you and what you have to offer to the world and to people. Okay. We're focused on drawing in our people who connect with us, people who want to experience our lives with us, people who want in on our world. People, like, we're humans. Like, first and foremost, we're humans. We're daughters, we're sons, we're moms, we're dads, we're friends, we're families, we're coworkers, we're students. We have hobbies. We like to do things. All right. So let's allow people the opportunity to get to know us, like the real us, virtually. Right. That's what our goal is with this 4-2-1. All right. And really, the social media strategy is geared around posting 1 time a day at a minimum. Okay, we're focusing on quality posts, not the quantity of posts. We got to make sure that these are quality posts. If you only have to post 1 time a day, that is like nothing. Okay, I am so blessed to be able to build a business around having to post on social media 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 times a day, right? Could be worse. 1 time a day, 1 time a day. That's it. Okay. We're focusing on that quality now. Whether you choose to like engage in more, that's up to you. The more you post, the more people you'll reach, straight up. But it has to be quality. It's not about posting a bunch of stuff that's not intentional. At least 7 posts per week. And there should be a very distinct balance between what you're sharing with people and how often you should be incorporating ketones in your business. And that's why I want to make sure you guys know these strategies. So make sure you're writing this down. So here's the breakdown. 4, the 4, 2, 1, right? So 4, and we've done this on activity times. Sometimes I'll give you some examples and we'll probably do trainings that are more in depth on all of these topics. 4, this is where we're sharing ourselves. Okay. We'll be giving people a glimpse into our real life, our families, our hobbies, our passions, our celebrations, our chaos, our likes, our dislikes, our mindsets, all of it. Okay. Because you were you before ketones. You were you before Prove It. So let's show people who you are. You'll be posting 7 times a week at a minimum. Okay. The majority of your page will be you, your hobbies, things you love, your family, etc. And a great way to start this is to make 2 lists. List 1 could be is 5 characteristics that your friends and family would define you as. Like, this is who you are. Okay. List 1 is 5 characteristics that your friends and family would define you as. List 2 is 5 passions or hobbies that you have. And these hobbies can be things that you do now, things that you wish to do in the future, things that you love, things that you aspire to do. And these 2 lists combined will be your brand. This is a great foundation to start from, right? And your brand will grow and change as you grow and change. Don't overthink it. Okay. So that's number 4, like 4 times a week will be about what I just mentioned. 2 times a week, this is going to be like the better version of you, the healthy habits, kind of stuff, kind of ketones, kind of business, kind of where you'll be hinting at things you're doing, how you want to intrigue people, let's say, like the unicorn drink that you're always talking about, or like, oh my gosh, this person or me has found this much success. How amazing this has been. Not really directing at ketones, but sharing a story about like your energy, or, incorporating the benefits into a story. There we go. That's a good way to put it. Tell a quick story about something. It could be a 1-sentence story. Okay. Like, there's no way, I cannot believe I just got through that entire day without crashing. Holy moly, this stuff is so amazing. Like, just hinting. Number 1, this is going to be your hard-hitting post where you tell everyone what's going on. We want to limit these posts. That's why it's only once a week. And we live in a day now where like people can literally record their favorite shows and record this and do that. Like, the last thing they want to do is turn onto your page and see like an infomercial all the time. Like, they want you. But once a week, it's good to drop what you're doing. Okay. This is where you'll share your product. This is where you'll share your stories. Keep it direct in this post. Like, show up as you and what you've got and what you represent. Like, these are ketones. This is an overview. Like, go watch some Prove It TV, pick a product or 2, your favorite ones, make some bullet points like you're in middle school writing a paper, and then be like, I go teach it to Facebook Live. That's how I started, right? Like, or a post or whatever. Hey, this is why MCT is super beneficial. I'm definitely not an MCT expert, but I watched Prove It TV and I made some bullet point notes and I opened up the product guide and I was like, look, I just started taking MCT. I feel freaking amazing. This is the benefits. I read this article. It literally changed my life. This article told me this. I learned this about MCT. This is how you take it. There's literally, take half a teaspoon, you build up. And let me tell you, these benefits, mental clarity, as appetite suppression, it's like, oh my gosh. And, I'm happy to help you guys with more tips. If you want, shoot me a message, let me know this stuff's awesome. Boom, you're done. Just like that. So little things like that that you could bring to the table and bring value can still be that hard hitter post once a week about ketones. Hey, I've got trial packs. These are the ketones. These are what they do. They give you energy, mental clarity, focus, fat loss. I've got trial bundles available. They're not diet specific. I'm here to answer your questions. Like, everybody is going to be watching the replay. So don't ever forget that when you're going live, but we'll talk about lives another time. Just keep sharing at those. It's here if you want and keep you moving. Yes, they will come to you for sure. Keep sharing, just keep sharing, just keep sharing. So I have a list that I can post. I'll have Cameron send it out. Post ideas, like for the 4 days a week, selfies, inspirational quotes, motivational posts, memes, interactive posts, husband and wife comedy, family photos, funny experiences, goals, opinions, recommendations, questions, advice, this or that. Like literally I have a whole list. Home renovation, decorating, go live with mom, hacks, topic you're interested, outings, traveling, how to, guess what I did? What would you do? All these things that can fall in the number 4 per week. I'll send the list to Cameron. She'll blast it out. Okay. 2 per week, the number 2. Selfie holding a shaker bottle, kids shaking up ketones, selfie at the gym, working out, meals, recipe ideas, before and after, stories, benefits of the lifestyle besides weight loss, go live with recipes, go live with product information, favorite way to make keto shakes, shopping haul, keto information, low carb information. You might be an entrepreneur if like stay at home mom life, work from home mom life, small business owner, things like that. Your story, your why, right? This was paid for by my side hustle, like things like that, insinuations. Number 1, the 1 time per week, excuse me. Avoid using flyers, by the way. You don't ever want to post prove it flyers. Like, just don't. It's going to knock off your algorithm, your reach. Facebook will not push out stuff like that, like at all. If you see something that has information that you want to share, whether it's a benefit or a sale, put it in your own words, create your own images, do your own thing. I promise you it makes a big difference. But the number 1 could be about the reboot, the Core 4 challenge, trial packs, the sale, selfie, pictures of kids with ketone box before and afters, or before ketones, after ketones, what I'm looking forward to, slow motion, throwing ketones up in there, anything, just anything about ketones. Post about your free ketones, Freebie Friday, opportunity post, talk about your ketone slinging business, like anything that you want. Rule of thumb, no matter what, if it's too long to post in one of those little images with a background, y'all know what I'm talking about? Like the image on Facebook, when you post, you type and it's a background. If it's too long that it doesn't fit in there, it should never go in there. Post your caption under a picture if it's too long to fit in that thing. If it's short, pop it on one of those things, throw on one hashtag if you want to, and keep it moving. Okay. All right, let's go down. Oh yeah. So, and then the post ideas, there's also a little thing that I like to remember. Follow the 4 E's of content creation: education, entertainment, engagement, and emotion. Okay. Always, always, always hit those 4 E's. All right. Is this helpful to you guys? Do you guys love this? Am I going too fast? Do I need to stop? Is it too much? Somebody give me some feedback. Yes. Okay. Yes. Everyone's nodding. Okay, good. All right. I don't want to overwhelm everybody, but this is very, 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 very powerful stuff. The E's again. Yes. The E's are education, entertainment, engagement, and emotion. Okay. So Facebook memories. So Facebook memories are so fun. They're so awesome. I think they're so cool to look back at, especially if it's like 5 years ago or like 10 years ago. Here's a pro tip. When you share an old post or someone else's post or your own post, when you literally click that share button, and you're like, look at this cute dog, or this like funny thing, or this inspirational anything, Facebook does not push that out. The reach is like, okay. So like, I personally only like to post things that I know is going to get out into the world, because that's what intentional posting is. So something that you could do instead of sharing that memory and like nobody seeing it, save the picture, make a new post that says, I posted this 5 years ago, whatever you want to talk about. Whether you want to copy and paste the caption, ha ha ha, this is so funny, I can't believe I did this, holy moly, I can't believe I posted this on the internet, look at the difference, lifestyle change, whatever, business change. Repost it, and I promise you, you'll get more reach. That's a huge pro tip. Okay, another one, send daily birthday messages. I cannot tell you how many customers and promoters I have gotten from sending birthday messages. It is literally like your opportunity to show up on their doorstep and be like, hi. And they are going to tell you, most likely, hey, I've been following you. I want to try those ketones. Hey, I've been following. Batteries are on the counter. Where? Next to the refrigerator. I will bring it here. Bring it here. So birthday messages are humongous. Like it literally gives you a reason to start engaging. Sometimes it's just a happy birthday. And to be honest, I post really, really nice messages in their inbox, and I don't just say happy birthday. And I would say 98% of the time they're like, oh my gosh, that's the nicest message I've gotten all day. It means so much to me that you took the time to send that. It's not just like a sentence, it's like a paragraph. Here you go. Good job. You're welcome. I love you too, baby. Okay, so other than prove it jargon, I like using other than prove it jargon to create curiosity. Like instead of saying ketones, I say this stuff. Instead of saying MVP bonus, I might just say like $250 bonus from my company. If you're sharing a story about an accomplishment, like share what the money has changed for you, not just the fact that you earned extra money. Okay, like if you hit a bonus, like if you are going to Mexico, or if you hit Paysetter or the food bonus or something, share what that money has done for you, not just like, I won this, or I won this, I earned this. I mean, I won this. But, and how did it make you feel? Right? Here's another opportunity. Share a story around that topic. Okay. So photo quality matters. Just wanted to touch on that. Photo quality matters. Lighting matters. Over filtering lowers the quality. Okay. They will push out more things that are high quality with good lighting. So always keep that in mind. Another tip is, okay, personalities. So when you're posting, there's personality trainings. If you guys haven't seen the color trainings, then go back, find a color training, search the Prove It Pulse type color training, message Cameron or whoever you're working with and say, hey, I want to learn about this color training. All it does is basically teach you about people's personalities and how you can basically feed their personality or feed their love language. There are only 4 of them. There's green, blue, yellow, and red. Okay. So I'll give you just a couple examples of each one, and you can go watch an in-depth training on this personality training. But basically, if you can talk to all of the personalities in each post, like if you can play a game with yourself and make it like, okay, how many personalities can I talk to within this one post? It'd be a very beneficial game to play with yourself, just saying, if you're interested in that game. But green is analytical, like step-by-step, perfectionist, organized, like go, 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 like not necessarily go, but just like data, asks a million questions, like science and statistics and some people might think that I'm green, but I'm really just green because I'm really red. Like red is like driven, dominant, go, 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 like aggressive, motivated, like get the business done type of thing. And then blue is like fun and crazy and adds personality and wears crazy colors and is like likes being in the spotlight and the attention and like, yeah. And they're always like the last person to leave, but they're never the first person to be there. Like blues are like usually late, right? And then like yellow people are like emotion and supportive and kind, and they want to change the world and they don't hate anyone. They don't even use the word hate most of the time. So like those are yellows, right? So those are the 4 personalities. And as you can see, they're all a little bit different. So if you're able to stop for a second when you're posting and say, how can I be a little emotional and emotionally supportive, or project an emotion? And how can I also include maybe a saying or a phrase or a word that's fun? And how can I be maybe a little bit more driven or dominant, or, you know, turn your wheels and just start thinking. It might not come to you immediately, but as you start to build this muscle and it's in your RAS, you're going to start thinking about things. And once you watch that training, you'll understand it more. Okay. So make it your intention, write this down, ask for color training. Okay. So that way we can move on. All right. So reels, let's talk about reels real quick. Reels real quick. Well, that was a tongue twister. So reels real quick. So again, this is strategically posting. You can follow this 4-2-1 method with your reels as well. If it helps you, I know it helps me. I'm very, very, very strategic about how I'm posting. Honestly, you want to know why? Because social media platforms build their platforms to be used the way they want them to be used. Our job is to follow the directions of what the social media platforms want their platforms to be used for. I follow all those rules on purpose, because the more you follow, the more they will push your stuff out. And that's what I mean by reach. If you want to follow other strategies, cool, do it. More, this business is all about doing what you want to do. But if you want to follow the people that are, or not the people, the strategies that are working and that the social media platforms give to us and tell us work, and they say, hey, if you guys do this, we're going to push your stuff out more. All we have to do is do it. So what I'm here to do is tell you guys, hey, if you guys do this, it's going to push your stuff out more. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. But when it comes to reels here, think about a couple different things. One, we have something called, hold on, I thought I was going to talk about this later. Okay, we do. We have something called Evergreen. Okay. So there's something called Evergreen, which is basically a post that will work for you and continue to grow because it focuses on things that people want to share and save and revisit. They want to share it, they want to save it, and they want to revisit it. It might be quick tips. It might be a hack, a how-to, 5 steps to something, something. Frequently asked questions. Basically what your customers are always searching for or asking for. Like, what can you provide for someone that they're going to save, share, and revisit? Okay, that's Evergreen. I do these all the time. They're the easiest ones to do. They're the easiest ones to do. That's why I do them all the time. And because they're the most successful. Top, what is MCT oil? Top tips on how to start drinking ketones. Top tips for fat loss. Top tips for intermittent fasting. 5 steps, do's, don'ts. This, swap this for that. Have you guys ever seen my reels? Like, do I ever talk? I actually did one that I talked the other day and it hit like 250,000. I'm like, I should talk more. I literally never talk. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about when I'm like, I have no clue. I just go, I make the videos, I pick the songs. Then I go home and I Google, I'm like, keto tips, fasting tips, MCT. I look at my thing and I'm like, electrolytes, tips for hydration. And I Google tips for hydration. And then they're like 10 tips for hydration. And I'm like, awesome, I just need 5. And then I like get 5 of them and I add them to the video. And I'm like, that's Evergreen. People are going to share my 5 tips and save my 5 tips and revisit my 5 tips and tag people in my 5 tips. Dude, that's the best thing. If you ever feel stuck, be like, okay, Google Evergreen. I mean, you know, tips for blah, 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 blah. Okay. So there's Evergreen. That's going to, challenge yourself this month. I mean, I have on this list 70% of your posts, and I made this list and I'm like, oh crap, that's a lot. But truly, I need to be doing more because these posts bring new people in. They really do. They're looking for a resource to learn from. This woman sent me this message and she's like, oh my gosh, like I send her a voice memo. She's like, I can't believe you responded with a voice memo. You literally just explained the ketones to me. I've messaged 3 other people. They literally give me like very little information. It's so robotic. I just want things explained to me and I want to learn. She's like, I know about MCT because of you now. I know because she literally learned from my page, and I'm not an expert. I just got it from Google or from Privet TV or from our product guide. Like I mentioned with the flyers, I'm literally taking the information that we already have and making it my own. That doesn't make me an expert or a product expert or a keto expert. I'm just sharing what I'm learning, which is what we're trained to do. Right? Like with our mindset, we go to Joseph McClendon, share what we learn. We go to an event, share what you learn. You come on this Zoom, share what you learn with your team. You know all this stuff about ketones. I promise you, you can help millions of people get to where you are right now. You could literally never learn another thing about ketones and help millions of people get to the very point that you are right now. Do you feel like you found success at all with Prove It or this community or ketones or getting your product for free or maybe fat loss or energy or focus or making a bonus or going on a trip or making new friends or learning about yourself? Don't you think it would be cool to help a million people get to where you are right now at this very point? Because you're so capable of it. Like you're so capable of doing that. So own that and attract people with that energy. Put that energy out into the universe, because I promise you people feel that even through the internet. Show up for yourself and for your business and be confident in the fact that you can share all of this stuff. Okay, so 70% of your stuff, I'm going to roll with that number, and I'm even going to challenge myself to do more because I made that slide that I'm looking at right now and it says 70. So that's what we're rolling with. Okay. 20% of it, 20% of your reels now talk about like before and a story, with call to actions. I'll talk about call to actions, but stories about you, your family, comedy, relationships. I mean, I'm going to say 30%. I'm just going to mush the 20 and the 10 because that's what we're doing. So this 30% is going to be about everything else. All the other stuff that we talked about in the 421, that's not like teaching people tips. Do the rest of it there in 30%. You will bring in, now this is just applying to reels. Remember guys, this is just for reels. Reels is the best way to bring in new people. Fastest, bestest, all the estest, all of it. Okay, but you got to do it right. And I'm going to tell you how. You got to do it right. So 1, call to action. Doesn't have to be in every post, but it's a pretty major thing that a lot of people don't do all the time. And what a call to action is a prompt that tells people what to do, to take a specific action. Literally. So example, text me, link in bio, check out my page. If you're new to my page, drop a heart. I'll make sure to connect with you. Comment this, go do that. Click this, then click that, then go to this link and then watch this video. You're here to tell people what to do in conversation, on a post, everything. Follow me. Go to my Instagram and click on my link and then scroll down to the second link and watch the video. That's a call to action. People need direction. People don't want to explore. People want to be told what to do. If they didn't want to be told what to do, they wouldn't be in conversation with you, asking for guidance, looking and seeking for the guidance that you can provide. So another pro tip is you can create engagement in the first line by asking a question. I love asking a question in my first line, whether it's on a video or a post, because it's the first thing that the person sees and reads. So they're automatically drawn to answer that question in the comments, which will create major engagement. Okay. Those just some pro tips. All right. So another thing, reels need to have a caption. They have to have a caption, and they also have to have hashtags in order for them to work properly, right? Like you don't have to put it in there if you post it, but you have to have it if you want your reels to reach and attract new people. Okay. So rule number one is always have a caption. Rule number two is don't just fill up your caption with all caption, because you have to include your hashtags in there too. And vice versa. Don't just make your captions hashtags with no actual words, because the words can be the attractor in itself. The words can say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. And people will see that caption and watch the video. Right? So the caption is just as important as the video. Keep your caption short and to the point. It can capture people's attention. It can make them watch longer. You could say like, most people don't know this, or you won't believe this. Tell people what they're about to see and learn. Tell people why they should stick around. Okay. And it gives you another opportunity to be you. Again, just talking. So with hashtags, a lot of people ask about hashtags. This is the simplest way for me to explain it. And this is what made me understand it when I heard it this way. Okay. Hashtags are like buckets. Okay. Buckets of different people who are interested in this specific topic. Right. And when you put a hashtag on a video, this drops your video in the bucket of people that are following that hashtag and searching that hashtag. So it keeps your viewers very niche specific. You are hand selecting where you would like to place this video that you just created. For example, MCT oil video. I hashtagged MCT, and then I hashtagged MCT oil, and then I hashtagged keto supplements, and then I hashtagged keto tips, and then I hashtagged keto mom. So I put that video in each and every one of those buckets because I know that those people might be interested in what that video has to share. That's literally the only reason you should use the hashtags, is to kind of like categorize and prioritize your videos, right? So you can see yourself as a resource, drop your videos in those hashtag buckets, and you can even ask yourself, what are the hashtags that your ideal customers and promoters are using to search? Mom hacks, life hacks, keto hacks, supplements, right? We don't want to hashtag prove it ketones, prove it every day, prove it, because guess what? We're only showing our videos to people that follow that hashtag, which are most likely already in Prove It. So we don't want to do that. We're representing, right? But hashtags are intentional. So don't ever forget that. So quick hashtag do's and don'ts. Don't only focus on hashtags with billions of views. Do focus on hashtags with lower views, because it's like a smaller bucket, means you have more of a chance of it getting in front of a bunch of people. You never know when it goes, it reaches a lot of people. Don't use random hashtags. Do use hashtags that are relevant to your video and best represent what your video is about. Think of hashtags as the bucket of people who you're looking to provide value for. And yeah, just include hashtags and caption. It works so great. It works so great. Okay. So another quick do and don't, I made this list. Don't post reels that have horizontal videos, as they're not engaged. Like, you don't want like black on the top and back on the bottom. All the reels and TikToks and Instagram reels are vertical. So you want to make sure you're only posting vertical videos. One, that's easier for people to see. Two, that's what the platform prefers and will push out. Don't post videos that have low resolution or are blurry, because again, they're not going to push that out. Make sure that they're not covered completely in text, or like GIFs, or like awesome and the splashing. And I would just recommend not using GIFs, to be honest. I know they're adorable and stuff, but like, they're unnecessary and they don't really serve a purpose in reels. They're cute in like stories, but reels, right? So also, do not just use a photo. Do not just upload a photo to reels and be like, family day at the beach. That's what your wall is for, right? So make sure you're posting your stuff in the right places, right? Don't just post like a picture and music and think that like, oh, this music goes great with this picture, and this was such a great day at the family and the beach. Like, yes, we love that, but the reel is not being intentionally used, etc. Okay, so, and don't post one that's like a bunch of photos either. The slideshows, like those don't really do anything either. You can just post a bunch of pictures on your wall, right? Or in your stories. So do post reels that grab your attention, entertain, have a surprise or a twist, be super intentional, follow the 4-2-1 system, share your story, have a topic, keep it short, use music, inspire a new trend, add a caption, add hashtags, and you can recreate stuff that you see. So recreate the videos that you see are proven to work. If you see one of us post a video that is working, please go remake it. Don't even ask, just please. I'm asking you to go remake it right now. I challenge everybody to go remake a video and send it to me when you're done so I can comment on it. Seriously, because that's what I did when I started. I still do that. It's not just when I started, I still do that. That's what we do. That's what this platform is made for. We get to all recreate the same stuff and put our own creative twist on it. That's really what the world is right now. Okay, so next topic, we'll move on from Reels. We can put the line under it. I'm almost done, I promise. Are you guys still engaged? Should we make this a part 2 or should I keep going? Good, okay. Okay. Shannon's like, more. I thought it looks like you're wafting. Remember in science when we wafted? Smelled stuff. Yeah. Okay, sorry. That's what she's doing, I swear. Okay, anyways. All right. So I'm not going to talk about lives on here. I will say that lives are extremely beneficial. I have a list of trainings that I'm going to do based on me making this. So lives is going to be one of them because there's a whole strategy to lives. But what I will say is, go live regularly, like once a week, challenge yourself. Okay. Go over the product, go learn something on Prove It TV, go read the product guide, go share something simple and share with the intention and know that people are going to watch the replay. So don't go on there and be like, I'm waiting for people. Oh, where's everyone at? Or I don't know what's going, or don't even put your camera on the counter. Do not look and find for a good spot to put your camera after you hit record. Put your bullet points next to your camera and go give a presentation like you were in freaking high school. Okay, guys, like literally, hey guys, my name is Shannon and I'm going to talk to you today about ketones. I'm going to tell you why, because ketones are amazing. And this is what they've done for me. They've changed my freaking life. And literally I feel like a new human and everyone in the world should be drinking them. And I'm really excited. And here's why, and this is why, and this is ketones. This is the flavors. This is what they do. These are the benefits. This is what it's done for 5 of my friends. Amazing experiences. I've got trials. I'll help you with everything. Comment trial, comment ketones, comment more info. Okay, thanks, bye. You can even open it up and be like, this is my first live ever. I'm super nervous, but I'm so excited to share something with you guys. I got to do it. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? People are going to love it. I promise. So that's all I'm going to talk about lives. And then Facebook stories. Last but not least, Facebook stories. Attraction throughout the day. Okay. Do not make it ketones all day long. Make it like a ratio of 8-to-1. Okay. Like 8-to-1, like you being the 8 and your life being the 8 and ketones being the 1. Find the way to incorporate ketones. And if you're going to share ketones, please do not share ketones without talking about the benefits. What if I'm like, these are so good. Nobody's going to want to drink them because they have no idea what these are, because this is a singular glass, right? And that's weird. But if I'm like brain fuel and I'm drinking it and it's like energy, focus, fat loss, muscle preservation, superhuman, yeah, then people are like, oh, I need that. So pique curiosity, attract through your stories, be funny, share your hobbies. There's magic in this part-time business. So show yourself at work. Like, this is being my work environment. Like, when's the last time you did that? Tell the story in a day in the life of me. That way you're not having to blow up your timeline. You can do time lapses, morning mix up, make sure you add the benefits, and then send messages to everyone that follows you or likes it or anything. You can ask where they found you. Hey, thanks for following me. I noticed you were watching my story. How'd you find me? Are you interested in what I'm doing, or are you just supporting my journey? Ooh, that's such a good reach out. Okay. Such a good reach out. Let's see. Oh, actually I have one more thing. Sorry. Just one more thing. Facebook groups. Okay. Facebook groups, because this is like the key, and Facebook groups are used for 2 different things, right? Two different things. 1 is growing your network, and 2, talking to your network that has chosen to be there. Okay. And I want you to look at, can you guys, here we go. I can see me, so you guys can see me. So this is your personal page, your personal Facebook page. This is you and your family and your 421s, and this is your page, okay? This is a Facebook group, a group that's already created out there in Facebook land. And it could be like, I don't know, Mary Beth is from Carolina, right? One of the Carolinas? Okay, the Carolinas. So we're gonna say Mary Beth joins this group called Carolina's Moms, okay? And she's gonna find people in this group to follow her on her page. She can get more specific, right? And say, moms who garden in Carolinas, hiking in the Carolinas, whatever she's into. I don't know, whatever Mary Beth likes to do. Maybe she likes horseback riding. Maybe she's like the secret zip liner or something. And she's like, Carolina Zip Liners United or something, right? So all those people that she's going to meet and go into, like from this group, bring them to her page to watch her business card, to watch her feed, to watch her life, to watch her family. We're going to go into these intentional groups and bring people to watch what we're putting out into the world. And we're going to intentionally choose. I know I could totally picture Mary Beth ziplining too. That's why I was laughing. And I know that's why everyone else is laughing, because I was like, Mary Beth is like ziplining out the back of her house and nobody knows about it. Party at Mary Beth's house. We're having a ziplining date. I know, right? Like everyone's excited, Mary Beth. You better go build that zip line really quick. But anyways, we're bringing people to your page that you're meeting for them to follow what you're doing, okay? If you're not meeting people in these groups, you're literally talking to the same people all the time. You have to add new people on Facebook in order, and I don't mean like one a day. I don't even mean 5 a day. Like if you want to grow, go into Facebook groups, add 10, 20, 30 people a day. I don't mean like go down the list and be like, add, and it's like Bo, Jobby, Hujabi, Steven, and Smith. Like you want to find real people that have real profiles that might be commenting, engaging, posting in these groups, asking questions. You know what I mean? Go in those groups and ask questions yourself. This is like going to a party. If you go into a party and you don't talk to anybody and you don't engage and you don't like throw stuff out there, you're literally just at the party standing in the corner. No point in doing that. So you want to make sure that you're making yourself known in these groups and literally using it as your online presence. Now, this is totally separate than us meeting people in real life. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about building on social media. And if you're building on social media, you have to get into groups. It is not an option, because you can only talk to the same group of people over and over and over and over for so long, okay? So the 2 ways to get people to your page is Reels, which we already went over, and Facebook groups. Those are the 2 ways to get new eyeballs in your audience watching your newsfeed. Is everybody there with me? Okay, cool. Okay, so challenging for most, including me sometimes, put it on your daily method of operation. Like this, if you're building on Facebook, be in Facebook groups, go to the parties, go meet the people, because they are not just coming to you. They don't know you exist, honey bunny. 2, the other side of Facebook groups is creating one for yourself. You do not have to do this by any means, but let me tell you something. You don't have to have a big influence to have a Facebook group. You don't have to have 1 million people to have a Facebook group. You don't have to have 1 million people to have a group chat. You don't have to have that. But what you will have, if you create a Facebook group for yourself, you can connect with your people. The people that actually opt in to be in your Facebook group, like they showed up there on purpose. They raised their hand and they're like, I would like to be a part of your group. They walked, picture a room. You have this room and literally you can decorate it however you want to. It's fully blank with no walls, and you get to do whatever you want on the walls and the pictures and the videos and the information. And then they're like, they see this room and there's like maybe a glass window in the front so they can kind of see what's going on based on your bio and your picture and your name and stuff. And they're like, oh, I want to go in here. I'm into this. And then they go in there to meet other people that are also into this. But guess what? It's your group. So you can post whatever you want in there. and they chose to show up there and they're into it and they like what you're doing and they're part of your community. And in that, you get to share what you're doing. You get to support others. You get to educate and share the value that you just Googled on the 5 tips of hydration. Guess where you're going to post that too? In your Facebook group. Because the people that are in your Facebook group might not be the same people on your Facebook page. You can use, now I'm going to go back to this because I'm going to add another, remember, this is your Facebook page up here. This is the Facebook group that you're attracting people to. But guess what? We've got another Facebook group under here. And this is your gold. This is like your bucket. This is where the magic happens. You're funneling people from here, loving and attracting, boom, into your, I get to talk to you directly about health and ketones group. They're choosing to be there. You get to talk to these people. You get to post your freebie Fridays in there. You get to share your guides in there. You get to go live in there. You get to post your trial packs in there. You get to talk to your people. So share your journey in there. Invite people to go in there regularly. Don't go into groups and invite them into your group because I don't think other group members like that. But you can invite them from your page. So just remember, attract people to your page through Reels and Facebook groups, and then funnel them into either your personal group or your team group, because we have Better with Keto. Whatever you choose to do, whether you choose to do your own or you choose to do Better with Keto, these are the 2 groups that we're funneling people into. Facebook groups and Reels, down to your page, down here, okay? So that is literally like the full overview of Facebook groups, growing your network. I mean, everything that you could possibly think of on Facebook, I pretty much covered, I think. So was this valuable to you guys? Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have questions? Because I know it was a lot and I know it was long, but if you have any questions, feel free to drop it. Or Cameron, if you want to throw anything into that, please do so.
I mean, let me get off my phone too. Sorry, hold on.
Zip lining.
Okay. No, that was so good. I love all of those tips. And I would say like 100%, like I said, if hopefully you jotted down the times that you needed to go back and watch, but you can even go back to this on the group and just find things at any moment to recall. But even if it doesn't feel like you retained everything, just that seed being planted and you hearing it and you understanding it. It's not about every little detail of what she said. It's understanding the bigger picture of how it all works. And so those tips were incredible. I love all of that. Did anybody, let me just check the chat real quick and see if we had any questions. And you know what's really cool? Yeah, I love that, Shannon. What's really cool about this too is like, as you do this and as you start to apply these things, like take one thing that really stuck with you and apply it tomorrow. And then keep these notes in front of you. Like the worst thing we can do is take notes and put them away, because we have so much good stuff and we write it down and then we put it away in a notebook and we close it. So keep it in front of you and every day pull one thing from there that you can implement that day on social media. So I know for me, it was just the reminder, Sam, of always growing our friends list and keeping that good cycled, curated. I picture it just like you with like a room full of people, whether it's your Facebook group or your audience anywhere, right? Love on them, engage with them, and they'll keep loving on you and engaging with you and supporting you. So that was incredible. I think we're good if nobody has any questions. And if y'all do have questions, feel free to put them in the chat and we'll go back and check those as well. This was shared over on Facebook. Y'all, let's give Samantha Rose some love. She took a lot of time to put this together and put a touch on it for what's current, which is important with Facebook. And I know she has so much more to give. So I'm excited for some Facebook Live training, but I love the tips that you gave there. They were golden. We appreciate you so, so much. Send me the things that you referenced that I can pulse out, and we will get that out. And we'll also get this loaded onto our YouTube channel, our team YouTube channel, because we have the recording as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everybody who showed up tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you. Y'all have an awesome night. Bye, everyone.